What's up, everybody? It's Brian. I'm up kind of late here as I'm just taking the time to learn a little bit about DaVinci Resolve. And the thing that I am looking at today is color correction and color grading. I've done a little bit of this before in terms of photography, but I have not looked into it as far as it applies to video editing. And DaVinci Resolve has some really cool tools. And so I just thought I would walk through kind of what I did here. So I started off with this clip, which I downloaded. It's sort of a test clip. It's a free clip that you can kind of use to play around with. And I cut it mostly because I didn't want to change the shot super dramatically and change the lighting, and because I haven't quite figured out how to deal with the major changes in lighting in a continuous shot. I assume there's an art to that, but I thought it would be kind of cool to sort of compare how this crushed video starts to how it can ultimately look with a little bit of color correction and color grading. So color correction is the process of simply making the image look a certain way. And really it's about trying to make it look as natural as possible. And so this is sort of where I got. Not doing anything fancy, just trying to, I bumped the saturation a little bit up on those planes because I thought they looked really cool. And I thought they probably are pretty bright against the snow. But, I wanted this to look kind of as natural as possible, as much as I thought it actually probably looked in real life. And then, I did that through these color wheel controls. You can use these scopes. This is really just like you're just doing a balancing act with colors here. The lift lets you pull down the blacks. Gain, you can pull up the brights and kind of max them out. And I use the offset to kind of push everything a little bit bluer because it was a little bit too warm and gray, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and you can see I'm pushing the saturation a little bit. Other than that, not really doing too much to it. And then I went and applied a LUT, and I've kind of been looking through here, and there's a whole bunch of different LUTs, but the one that I found that I really like, excuse me, and I favorited it, is this guy right here. Adds a whole other dimension of color to this video. And so just check that out. So I thought this was really cool. So I rendered this out, and I just thought it would be kind of neat. Let's just put it up against, look at that. It's just so dramatically different. Now you want coming out of a camera like this, you want, everything to be super crushed like this, because it's just raw image data, but it gives you a wide latitude to play with it like this. So I'll just play the clip. And that's all there is. Anyway, hope hope you enjoyed this. I was finding some entertainment in this tutorial process of just learning how this stuff works, and take the time to check out DaVinci Resolve. It seems to be a pretty cool tool. Maybe I'll start using it more if I get into video editing and get a decent camera. Right now I've got nothing other than my phone. All right, thanks everybody.